What's up, everyone? Welcome to Power Play with CJ. Today, I want to focus in on the Toronto Maple Leafs signing Stephane Robidas to a 3-year deal worth $3 million a year. Here's the thing with Robidas. He's a 37-year-old defenseman coming off 2 leg injuries. And the Leafs gave him a 3-year contract. This is so Leafs. I'm sorry. I love Robidas. He's one of the most respected players in the NHL. He does it right. I think he plays the game the right way. He's a great competitor. But at the same time, you shelled out that much money, and not even the money, the term for Robida, who has broken his leg twice in the last 6, 7 months. I think this is where the Leafs lose me as an organization because I get it that they weren't going to be big time players for the big name free agents, and the market wasn't great, but it wasn't a great market, but the owners still shelled out over $500 million. So yeah, at the very least, intriguing. But I just look at it as this is what you're gonna do with. I mean, I think he will help them defensively. Don't get me wrong. I don't think it's a bad X's and O's pickup. But in 2 years, you're gonna have a 38-year-old defense with a history of lower body injuries, making $3 million. I mean, that's what you got to look at. If you're the Leafs, and too often the Leafs just do things on impulse, and that's explains their title drought and their inability to have anything resembling success in the last decade. That's just the bottom line. You really can't sugarcoat it anymore. That's what it is. And I'm not knocking Stephane Robidas for going to the highest bidder. That's part of the beauty of being a free agent is that's what you can do. You go to whoever's going to pay the most money, or whatever the best situation is for you and your family. But at the same time, I can't get behind this deal for the Leafs. And I'm not again knocking Stephane Robidas. I don't fault the players taking these gargantuan contracts because let's be honest, you gotta do what you gotta do, and they're not the ones paying themselves. There are people behind there pulling the strings and everything. But the NHL can complain about losing money and all that, and the reason they had to have a lockout 2 years ago was player salaries are going too high. Who's paying the players? And again, this wasn't even the worst contract today. You look at Boland, Orpik, you know, deals like that. It's like Jesus Christ, that's awful. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. With this situation going forward. Maybe he'll scream the Leafs to the promised land, but who are we kidding? It's the Toronto Maple Leafs. And I'm not picking on the Leafs, I'm picking on their front office and coaching staff. They're some of the best fans in hockey, and they're amazingly dedicated. They have passion, and that shows first and foremost. But how do you get behind these decisions and have I believe the highest price tickets in the NHL? I don't get it, but we'll see. Anyway, that's all this episode of the Power Play with CJ on the Leafs signing Stephane Robidas. Stay tuned for more episodes throughout the off season and beyond. Later, guys.